Zhengzhou is a major manufacturing hub in China that once bore the brunt of the US-China trade war. CNA's Tan Se-hui traveled there to find out how the world's second-largest economy is bracing for Trump 2.0.
Zhengzhou City is the capital of Henan Province in central China. With a population of over 12 million, it's one of the fastest growing cities in China. Historically relying on agriculture, Zhengzhou, like the rest of the country, went big on manufacturing in the 1990s. Zhengzhou's biggest break came 14 years ago when Foxconn, the world's largest contract manufacturer of electronics, set up its factory here to produce iPhones. Today, the city is best known as the iPhone City. At its peak, the Foxconn factory here hired more than 300,000 workers, churning out nearly 100 million iPhones a year. But Zhengzhou's economy has been hit by a cold spell since 2018, when Donald Trump, during his first term, began slapping tariffs and other trade barriers on Chinese products. The 3-year COVID-19 pandemic and a subsequent housing crisis further exacerbated the economic cold wave. Images of these workers fleeing Foxconn factories flooded Chinese social media in 2022. They were trying to escape the spread of the coronavirus during lockdowns, temporarily halting production. In the aftermath of COVID and as the trade war intensified, Foxconn moved parts of its operations to Vietnam and India. Since then, the workforce in Zhengzhou has reduced by up to 40% from its peak. Trump's tariffs not only pose a significant threat to the city's economy, but also to the livelihoods of countless workers who rely on these industries. The ripple effects extend to the communities that they live in, potentially disrupting local economies and social stability. These buildings used to house thousands of Foxconn employees, but now lay mostly vacant. Businesses within the compound are feeling the chills, with 2 shops closed in recent months.
在这做6年了，反正是最近2年生意可不好做。现在这边人流量太少，份上也不让出来。
This Foxconn recruitment center was quiet at the time we visited. Recently, there have been signs that the situation may be improving. While there had been talks that Foxconn could abandon Zhengzhou, it brought in some 50,000 workers in the latest hiring spree in August. It also promised to invest 1 billion yuan to build a new business headquarters in Zhengzhou. Foxconn did not respond to a CNA request for comments on its Zhengzhou strategy.
Redirecting investment to the Vietnam, to India, etc., is not as rosy as they have foreseen such a sort of picture, because the fundamental issue is that China has a very strong industrial cluster because for some of the small gadgets, small components, you still need to source within mainland China.
But the impact of Trump's trade policy on China will be felt beyond its tech sector. Camping tents, tops, and cookware. These are some outdoor adventure equipment popular with American clients of this Zhengzhou-based company, whose products are also listed on e-commerce platforms like Alibaba. Founder Zhang Gaofeng started selling to the US in 2018 with brisk business. Mr. Zhang says he's managed to buck the trend because he targets mainly the high-end market with quality products. Still, he's not putting all his eggs in one basket.
目前我们出口最多应该是欧美地区，应该是美国是我们可能目前重点的客户群体，然后占比能占到我们出口的40%左右。其实我们现在已经涉及了像中东的东南亚这边，我们已经在做了，然后的目前中东的业务我们占比能达到20%左右的占比。可能后期随着这个美国政策的调整，我们也不断调整这个市场方向。其实对于后期的，我们现在也想去做一些俄罗斯市场，因为俄罗斯的这个本身和中国的关系是非常好的这个关系啊。
Chinese President Xi Jinping recently reaffirmed China's commitment to further opening up its economy and align itself with international trade rules, warning that trade wars produce no winners. Whether that's enough to convince Mr. Trump that China is in for fair trade remains to be seen. Tan Se-hui, CNA, Beijing.